guys, it's Kenny here. Welcome back. Today we are going to be working on our cruise binder, which is exciting. What we're going to start though, at the start of every single video, we're going to start off by adding a little bit of money into our sinking funds. So this is the Scooping into Sinking Funds challenge from Steph's on a Budget. We have started off with our first two, and we are going to be working on our next one, which is worth $5 today. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling a 6-sided dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whatever number it gets, whatever number it gets we're going to color it that color, and eventually we will earn a bunch of money. Anyway, let's go. We are doing yellow for beauty. It's going to be some interesting colored ice cream cones here. I guess yellow is kind of vanilla-y, or maybe mango or banana. Could be like a caramel, I guess. Alrighty, so there are our first three. We can still see the numbers through them, so that is excellent. And that $5 is going to go into our Tiny's binder, and it's just going to sit in the back of our Tiny's binder. So far, on our sinking challenge for our sinking funds, we've earned $9 in total, but all of them for slightly different funds. Anyway, so now that that's done, we are working on our cruise binder. So I'm going to lay out 6 different envelopes. I did cut off the zippers for all of these envelopes because they were really annoying me. Let me move that out of the way. So they're now zipperless, which is great. Okay, what am I doing? I just organized them slightly different. That's okay. We'll do that. Lovely. All right, so we have, I've decided I'm going to make these weekly videos. And because I get paid fortnightly, I pay a certain amount towards my cruise fund fortnightly, but I'm going to do 2 videos. So we've made it, instead of getting $400, it's now going to be $200 each week, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's going to change. It's going to be increasing as we get closer to September, but for the moment, it is going to be $200 a week. I'm going to grab my 2 6-sided dice, and we're going to roll, and we're going to put 1 note on each one that comes up. So 3 and 1. Sometimes these randomizer challenges get fairly even spreads of money. Sometimes they really do not. So we'll just have to see how we go. Most of the time, I think it does even out across the board, I think. But my 4th spot is not happy today. We might need to change out some dice for ones that like rolling 4s. All right, everyone's got something at least, which is good. And all of these I just did $10 notes this time. But we might start introducing some $5 notes so we get to roll some more. I don't know what I prefer to do. Do I want smaller denominations but you get a lot more rolls, or do I want some bigger denominations, or do I want a mix of them both? Maybe I'll do like add in a couple of 20s and add in a couple of 10s and see how we go. Anyway, in the first slot today, we have this challenge from Budgeting with Lysandra. It is a really cute, you're the lemon to my tea. And you'll notice a lot of these have something to do with cruising in some way. So this one is because you drink cocktails and stuff on a cruise ship. Anyway, we got $40 today. We did change it last week so that each of these was worth 20, which means that we're going to be able to colour in 2 of these. And we're just colouring around the cubes and stuff. Should colour in these straws too. I don't know. How much money, how much time do I want to spend on this? You know, I want to colour in the straws. So let's just colour the straws in and we'll leave the rest. I'm going to do some pink straws, because that's what's up here. That makes it look better, I think. And then if we have one week that we don't get 10, we can just colour in the straw or the drink. Cute. All right, so far in Budgeting with Lysandra's challenge, we have 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 200. So let's put all of this back for 200. I've got those. we go. So $200, and this is going to save up another 80. So $280 in this challenge. That's pretty good. All right. There we go. That's challenge number 1 complete. Let's bring our binder over. So it's not the greatest quality binder in the world, but it is. It only costs $15 with the sleeves, so I'm not too upset about that. All right, next one we got $10, $20, $30, $40, and $50. I'm going to put those back for a 50 since I've got those. And I am actually loving this so much more now that I do not have the zippers on them, because that was really pissing me off. Alrighty, so this was our Relax 2 challenge. This is from Budget with Ira. It was one of his savings challenge books. We are doing $50 today. How do I want to do that? I might do another 20 for the inside of this one. I think most of these are going to be fairly similar. Okay, so that's 20. Now I need 30. So we might do another red and another blue. Let me grab... So it's going to be a darker red colour. I think I'm going to alternate the colours, like light dark, rather than the colours blue-red. Hopefully that makes sense. So that is another 20. So then we need a darker blue for the inside of this one. And then we might include an orange or a yellow flower. We might alternate orange and yellow. They're kind of... Orange is kind of a dark yellow. And I don't actually have a huge amount of... Or maybe I'll do like yellow and orange on these. Maybe orange, yellow, green. I don't know. Anyway, that is done for today. I actually quite like how that dark light is showing up. So glad we made that choice. Anyway, we now have $100 in our colouring challenge, and this is going to save up a significant amount of money because we've coloured in this much of the challenge, which is probably like 1% when we've got $100. So this is going to be a big saver. We probably should have done slightly smaller numbers, but it's fine. We might have to do some we might add some smaller numbers. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how many spaces there are here. We might see how much it takes to colour in both of these 2 circles and then decide later if we're happy with that. Okay, so that's going to go to the side, and then Relax 2 can go in there. Next we have... this one also got, I think, 50, 10, 20, 30, 40. No, so this one got $40. And this is from Windmill Ridge Budgets. It is a 3-pack of coffee, which is one of the favourite things that me and Mum do on a cruise ship. And let's put back this 10 for a 50. So we're adding 40 today. So we're going to finish this section. So we needed, these are 10 each, I think. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that's 160 and I've got 170, which means I need to do one more on the next one. The next one is a coffee bean though. So let's grab a black, and by black I mean brown. And we're just going to colour our little coffee beans in. Lovely. All right, so now we've completed our first mini challenge and we have 2 more to go, but this one is well underway. Cute. All right, and we've got 170 in this challenge. All of these are going to save quite a lot of money. But I don't know if I said this, but I've got a cruise that I'm going on at the end of this year. And then we also pre-booked our cruise for the year after because it was like $1,000 cheaper to book it in 2027 than it would have been in 2026 when we booked the cruise. So it's like I've got a whole nother cruise that I'm paying for by the September the year after. So if this takes me a year and a half to do, that is totally fine because I'm going to be saving money up still. Hopefully that makes sense. But I probably, like, realistically, at this stage, my goal is to just go on a cruise every single year. So I'm probably going to be perpetually filling this up. All right, there's a lot of 10s in here. So I'm adding 20 to this today. Currently in here, we've got 1, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So we've got $100 in total. So let's put all of those 10s back and grab 100. And then we're going to grab our little sticker sheets. And we are $20. So we need 10. So we're going to do that and that. We're very quickly approaching the point that we're going to struggle a little bit. So that was a 5. And then that's a 6. And that's a 2. Okay, so that's our $20 done today. We've got 9 plus 9 plus 7, which is 18 plus 7, which is 25. Is that right? So there's $50 left in those. But that's going to be hard to do. I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's a next week problem. So we will see. We might finish this off next week if we get $50. But there we go. Put this back in here. I do like these challenges. But I think I'm going to get one of the sticker books that you can get from Amazon. It's like paint by stickers. And just use one of those because I want it to be a bigger challenge. If that makes sense. Anyway, that one is done. Let's chuck that one in. All right, next we have $20 going into our retro party, which this might actually be done now. It is done. Okay, so this needed $10, so we'll put that off to the side for the moment. And we're going to cross off our final 10, which, okay, it should give us 120. So we'll put that 20 there. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So this is going back for a 100. So this 120 is now going to go into our cruise section in here. So we're going to do 20 going into the holiday fund. Oh, no. 20 going into the 3-day cruise fund and 100 going into the holiday fund, which means we can now cross out one of these. Actually, 2 of these. So this is where I keep, like, all of my holiday fund is going to go. I've got some of these in there just to keep track of what's going in. So now in this one we have $600, which is for my big cruise that needs to be paid in September. This is for a 3-day cruise I'm doing with my extended family at the start of the year, which is, the end of the year. It's in December. What am I talking about? Currently now we have $170 in here, and I am going to colour in my ice cream cone. So as we finish these challenges in our cruise binder, they're going to be going into this big binder. Once these sets of challenges are done, I'm going to find challenges that fit the perfect amount that I need so that I will have like one big tracker for each cruise that we can check off. But I wanted to use the things that I was currently already using first, and then we can update it from there. But that is another cone. I did not put $50 in there. Oh, well. So next time I'm going to need to just wait. Should have done half of that, but that's okay. And that one I put 100 in. That's fine. We'll work it out next time. All right, so that's that one done. And that means we need another extra one to go in here. Do I have any pre-cut ones with me right at this exact moment in time. I do not. So this we are going to leave to the side for next time. I'm just going to put that back there. I will cut out some more for next time as well. And then we'll put that 10 into this one. So now we'll have 40 to go into our last challenge. This is from Superior Budgets. It came as a set of 3, but the other 2 are in one of my other challenge folders. So we're adding 40 today. So 10, 20, 30, and $40. And so far in here we have 70. So I will put back that 10. This should be now 100, I think. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Put all of those back. And I will grab myself a 100. So we now have 110 in this challenge. It is going well. So that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. If you have any tips or suggestions, don't forget to leave them in the comments. Also, if you have any cruise related challenges, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I am looking for some more cruisy related things so that we can have some more challenges in here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.